Climbers found a beast at an altitude of 5,500 meters that lived there for more than a month without food. This is the heartwarming moment when a hiking club in Mexico trekked up to the highest peak in the country to rescue a stray dog who spent nearly a month stranded atop the volcano in the southern state of Veracruz, braving the cold weather. Canelo, a mixed-breed hound, had been stuck in Pico de Orizaba since October after he tagged along with a group of hikers through the trail as he was being fed food, according to Mexican newspaper Milenio. Instead of following the mountain climbers back down, Canelo stood behind as he somehow managed to pull through the snow and freezing temperatures. The pooch made headlines when he was pictured on social media recently by hikers who were unsuccessful in their attempts to get him to leave the mountain. Pedro Ruiz Guerrero drove his sport utility vehicle through the parts of Pico de Orizaba on October 18th, but had no luck before he and Fatima del Angel, who works with an animal rescue shelter, reached out to Layo Aguilar, another experienced hiker, for assistance. Aguilar, along with 30 other climbers, including a group he instructs at a local school, reached the top of a volcano on Sunday and encountered Canelo, who quickly warmed up to his new friends as they fed him. "I caressed him and I felt that he responded to the language of a human," Aguilar wrote on Facebook post Monday. Aguilar placed Canelo in a large backpack and alternated with 2 other hikers as they descended down the volcano's tough terrain, which featured loose and hard snow as well as crystallized sand. A malnourished Canelo was then taken to a truck and transported him to Aguilar's home, where he was welcomed by his 2 dogs, Rocco and Pachito Botas. Aguilar, however, was well aware that he could not provide a home to a 3rd dog and handed Canelo over to Del Angel, who placed him in the care of a local veterinarian so he could be put up for adoption. "I never imagined how a puppy in 3 days loves you so much, to the point that I would not let the terrible Rocco get close to me," Aguilar wrote. "I felt ugly when I said goodbye to him. When I put him on the transporter, he got sad and angry, but it is for his good and I could not and should not keep him." The dog has become a media sensation and is now said to be inundated with adoption offers, meaning its days of shivering cold and alone on mountains are numbered. Thankfully, Canelo's freezing cold days are over. Hopefully, he would soon meet his new loving owners who would invite him to his forever home. "Hopefully, all the puppies in the mountains are lucky enough to be Canelos and be rescued," Aguilar wrote. The prominent Pico de Orizaba, or Quitlaltepetl, is the 3rd highest mountain in all of the Americas and a prestigious climb for alpine mountaineers. However, few dogs can claim to have made it to the summit. In another similar situation, this dog was very lucky too. When 2 kind-hearted mountain climbers heard reports of a dog crying for help near the summit of a treacherous Colorado mountain, the couple were determined to rescue her. Trinity Smith and Sean Nichols had seen posts from other climbers on 14ers.com, a forum for climbers and enthusiasts of mountains with at least a 14,000-foot elevation, about a crying dog heard near the summit at Mount Bras. They set out in search of the dog and found her. The couple spent several days climbing, calling for the dog for hours on end. Finally, they heard a faint bark. Nichols located the dog stuck on a large rock, grabbed her, and slid down with the emaciated dog on his lap. It took several trips up the 14,177-foot Colorado mountain, but the climbers had finally located and rescued Chloe, a 14-year-old dog who'd been missing for more than a month. Climber Trinity Smith posted the incredible news to Facebook. "We got her! After hours and hours of yelling and climbing, Sean Nichols and I finally brought this sweet, scared, hungry girl down to safety. The poor baby was stuck up there for over a month. After coming back down with her, Chloe's owners were patiently waiting to see if this was their dog that they'd been missing for 6 weeks, who ran off with another neighborhood pup. They assumed after a month of searching that their 13-year-old baby was gone forever." Several miles away near Breckenridge and Alma, her family had been searching for her for nearly 6 weeks. On August 10th, Chloe, then a healthy 85-pound senior dog, had escaped home and run off with a younger dog. The other dog had returned without Chloe. After being stranded on a cliff for over a month, Chloe somehow survived but was now a mere 26 pounds. When news of the rescue went viral, Chloe's owner Larry Osborne rushed to meet the climbers in hopes that the dog they'd rescued was in fact his missing girl. By the time our rescuers reached a local store in town to buy food for the dog, he was already there waiting for the incredible reunion. Osborne took Chloe to a veterinarian. Despite what she'd gone through, including losing nearly 60 pounds, she's miraculously doing okay. Chloe is now back at home, sleeping, eating, and spending time with her family. Over time, a rescue dog will have repeated positive experiences which will feel good to them. They will begin to associate their new human family with good things and a sense of well-being. They'll begin to accept their new owner, have good experiences, and start to feel joy, and most likely a form of gratitude.